Well, there have been plenty of painful moments of the Meghan interview with what is her name? Jamie Kern Lima. Yeah, but hands down, this was the most painful to watch, at least for me, because Meghan in this section, she's talking about how hard is her life. I am not making this up. She's saying that she works so hard. It's like that song. She works hard for the money. Yes, she's trying to push that narrative. And most important, she's trying to inspire pity in the public. There's something that you must know about this section. This is less than a minute, the clip that we're going to watch. I am pretty confident. I am pretty sure that whatever Meghan did in this 1 minute, she rehearsed that beforehand. I mean, she might have rehearsed other parts of the interview. I found it interesting that Lima at some point of the interview said, "Oh, I have not shared the questions with you." Why would you say that? It's like when they say that, it's like the Oprah interview. You absolutely share the questions with Meghan, so she knew what the hard-hitting questions were going to be. So I'm pretty sure that Meghan, let's say she was acting throughout this clip that you're gonna watch, especially to inspire that all that she does, that she's so multifaceted and multitasking. You're gonna watch it for yourself, piece by piece. There's the first section.
Yeah, but to the world, it's just, what has she been doing? Does she work? As opposed to, oh my gosh, I work so hard, and I appreciate what hard work looks like. I like working hard.
One thing, I like working hard. That's something that she's going to say twice. And again, I want to make it clear that I'm pretty confident that whatever Meghan is doing here, she rehearsed that to make sure that she did not forget anything, because she's about to address all the things that she does, and she does it in such a fluid and flowy, fluent way. No, and let's keep watching, and then we can maybe give it body language analysis afterwards.
And I'm still working hard, right? The moment that everything sells out, it doesn't mean that we're done.
No, yeah, that is a bit stupid to say that everything sells out. No, you're working. You're essentially working all the time. The fact that you sold out everything and you have not replenished your stock, it means that you are not working not enough, or you're not working smart. So it's a bit lousy whatever you're doing.
Yeah, it means we're working on replenishment and what are the next SKUs and what's the next tranche of products and what's the timing on that, and writing the newsletters and writing the social media captions and making sure that all that feels in line, and what's the cadence of it, and what's the photography that we want to do, and what do I want to wear for those shoots, while also editing all the time-coded notes for season 2 of With Love, Meghan.
You notice how she spoke, right? She had this barrage, this machine gun barrage of words and actions and whatever she does, all that she does all the time. There's no way that she could have said all of that without rehearsing that beforehand. She wanted to make sure. I'm pretty sure that they arranged this interview in such a way that you're going to ask me this and I'm going to answer so I can know what to answer, and answer this in such a way that I have everything, all of this in my mind, and I say it without stopping. And Meghan, if you're watching this, and I'm 100% sure that you watch my show, or you put an intern, actual intern, tell Meghan next time, when you want to appear natural, saying something, a barrage of things, you have to stumble a bit. You have to use your eyes. You have to stutter a bit, maybe repeat a couple words. You have to put some humanity into it. She should know, because she's an actress, right? But she used to act. Maybe it's a bit rusty, but what comes natural for a human being is to, yeah, it's like this. It's like sometimes we forget words. We have trouble finding the words to convey some kind of idea. One thing that she does at other points of this interview, which those other points are not as difficult as remembering all that you do and saying that as in such a rapid succession. So I'm gonna play that again. So what happens when we doesn't mean what we're done? Look at this. Look at how she never stops.
We're done. Yeah. It means we're working on replenishment and what are the next SKUs and what's the next tranche of products and what's the timing on that and writing the newsletters and writing the social media captions and making sure that all that feels in line and what's the cadence of it and what's the photography that we want to do and what do I want to wear for those shoots, while also editing all the time-coded notes for season 2 of With Love, Meghan. And then
there was no stop, there was no stutter, no nothing. And again, I don't think that she is behind the captions of her own social media posts. She absolutely has somebody to do that for her. And if you, Meghan, actually are behind your captions, then you don't know how a company, how a business is run. You should not be minding the captions on your Instagram. Oh, I'm minding my, no, that doesn't happen. You should be looking at the whole business, but I'm pretty sure that it's Netflix, the ones who are helping you with the whole business, right? Although we don't have confirmation of this either. And I couldn't think that if Netflix is behind this operation, why would they let the as ever products just run out and not have more in stock? That doesn't make sense, right? That is quite unprofessional. But again, that is not Netflix's business in the first place. So, so I'm gonna play that. Once more, so we segue into the glitch. And some of you already know which glitch I'm talking about.
Yeah. It means we're working on replenishment and what are the next SKUs and what's the next tranche of products and what's the timing on that and writing the newsletters and writing the social media captions and making sure that all that feels in line and what's the cadence of it and what's the photography that we want to do and what do I want to wear for those shoots, while also editing all the time-coded notes for season 2
Here comes the glitch.
With Love, Meghan, and then being in edits for the podcast and being a mom and a wife and a friend. Yeah. Those are all jobs.
That pause and the way that she looks to Lima, this this is cinema. No, my God.
Being in edits for the podcast and being a mom.
And being a mom. Yeah, it's like, then let's add this pause. Let's add this 1 second pause for added drama, for effect, of how important it is for me being a mom among all the chaos of all the things that I have to do, the photography, what I need to wear, editing. This is an insult to people who are professional editors. Because one thing, Meghan, is that you, let's say, the show is yours, it's about you. And a complete different thing is having the experience to being able to edit a show in the proper way. It's like you're saying that you're a Z-list actress and you can tell any professional editor, no, just move, I'm going to edit this myself. That is insulting. That is really insulting. I mean, there are people that have been able to do that in certain moments in Hollywood history, but you are certainly not one of those people, Meghan. And yeah, that is really upsetting. That is really upsetting for the industry of editors.
And a wife and a friend. Yeah. Those are all jobs.
Yeah, those are all jobs. Being a wife, being a friend, being a mother. It's those are all jobs. The same as editing your own show. The same as writing your own captions for your Instagram account. The same of, I don't know, doing whatever she does on her Instagram with her raspberries and flowers and whatever she does with that. Those all those are jobs. All those are jobs, right? Okay.
All jobs. I mean, I love being that busy. I mean, I love being that busy, but I do think it's
Yeah, she already said that, right? She had already said that before. I'm pretty sure that she said that at the beginning of the clip.
old. It's just, what has she been doing? Does she work? As opposed to, oh my gosh, I work so hard and I appreciate what hard work looks like. I like working hard.
I like working hard. And not 1 minute later, I think that less than 30 seconds later, she repeats that again.
That busy, but I do.
I love being that busy. And then she has a pacifying gesture with that nose rub.
I mean, I love being that busy, but I do think it's really interesting when people have no sense of what goes into the thing.
Yeah.
And then when the thing seems as though it's like, oh, wow, huge. The thing's not done.
No, we actually know what goes into the thing. And many people that know you, Meghan, many people that know you personally know what goes into a show. And again, talking about this, like, oh yeah, I can juggle all this myself. The production of the jam itself, the labeling of the jams, the packaging, really pretending. Again, I can understand. I can understand the grift. I can understand it, right? Like pretend that you do everything because that is the appeal, right? It's like if somebody opens your spread, because it's not jam, it's a spread. When somebody opens your spread and they find a strand of hair, you know, of those tendrils when you're cooking, they're expecting one of those tendrils of being from your own hair. No, not being I don't know, Consuelo's hair in their spread, you know, or any other, you know, extra from the With Love Meghan crew in their spread. They're expecting for those hairs to be yours, you to be able to cook that yourself, to label that yourself, to caption your Instagram yourself, to be mindful of principal photography of your show. Yeah, I understand. You want to pose as if you're involved on all that. But that's when we realize, the ones who know about all these industries, no, that is simply not possible. And besides of that, you have time to fly to New York to watch a show on Broadway because, well, you wanted to do that. That is the thing with you, Meghan. You not only stretch the truth in ways that are physically impossible, but you make sure to practice and rehearse in a way that you don't forget all the things that you have to say and insert a drama pause in the most unnatural way. To say that being a mom and a wife is also part of your job. So yeah, this is especially painful for me to watch. This is especially painful for many reasons.
What's the photography that we want to do? What do I want to wear for those shoots? While also editing all the time-coded notes for season 2 of With Love Meghan, and then being in edits for the podcast and making
edits for the podcast. That is what was another one.
And being a mom and a wife and a friend.
Yeah.
Those are all jobs. I mean, I love being that busy, but I do think it's really interesting when people have no sense of what goes into the thing.
Yeah.
And then when the thing seems as though it's like, oh, wow, huge.
No, well, it's huge is not the word that I use, but I would like to know what do you think about this in the comments. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Royal Rogue. Much love and bliss.